Hi friends, in this video I'm going to show you how to downgrade Android JellyBean on your Samsung Galaxy S1 phone to GingerBread. As per the reports and experience from many users on our website techotv.com, many users are quite not satisfied with the JellyBean on their SGSA, that is Galaxy S1 phone. Actually, the JellyBean OS has really not been jelly for them. Actually, it has been kind of lagging experience. They were unhappy with the video playback, YouTube video playback and other such issues. So in this video we will see how we can get back to GingerBread, and so that we could just wait for more if Samsung is really able to fix those lagging JellyBean experience, so that finally we can get something worthwhile on our SGSA, that is Galaxy S1 phone. So let's check. Before proceeding ahead, let me show you that my phone here is running JellyBean version of Android. Let me just go to its setting and then to about device, and here you can see this is the model number GTI9070, Android 4.1.2, baseband, kernel, build number, etc. and etc. So this video tutorial is for all those JellyBean users, whatever firmware version they are on. It doesn't matter. If you want to go back to GingerBread OS, that is Android 2.3.6, just follow this guide and you will be successfully back on GingerBread. So before we proceed ahead, first of all you need to download certain files, certain firmware files from our website, and I have already downloaded those files and have already copied those files onto my computer. So I'm going to do that on my computer. So here you can see I have downloaded these 3 files. These are required for downgrading back to GingerBread. So first of all, the first file is allfiles.7zip. This is a 7-zip archive file, so you need to download a 7-zip program to extract this particular file. I have already downloaded the 7-zip program. So as you can see, I am right clicking on this particular file and I am extracting it to a folder. So first of all we need to flash our phone with this particular firmware, and then in the next step of this tutorial we will flash our phone with the official firmware of our own country. And since I am an Indian, I'll flash my phone with the official Indian GingerBread firmware later in this tutorial. So as you can see, I have already extracted this all files zipped archive separately, and here you can see under all files, here we have several folders and files inside it. So first of all we need to launch this particular Odin 3 1.85, this particular program, Odin program, and this is version 1.85. so be sure that you follow this tutorial exactly as I am describing in this video, to avoid any sort of issue or boot lag or such similar problems. So I have launched this particular Odin 3 version 1.85, and now I have to switch off my device to boot it back into the download mode, so that I can flash it with Odin program. Don't worry if something is not clear in this video. You can always follow the link given in the description section of this video for a step-by-step written instruction. Now let me just take it to the download mode by holding the volume down key and then home button and then power button together for some time. As you can see, I am in the download mode. I have to press volume up key to continue. Now I am in download mode. Now I have to connect this phone with USB cable to my laptop. And as you can see, I have already connected my mobile phone to my laptop, and here you can see this yellow colored box so that my mobile is successfully connected and recognized by Odin. If Odin doesn't detect your phone, then you need to make sure that Samsung USB drivers are installed on your computer, and USB debugging mode is checked in the developer options in your phone settings. So now under Odin program we have to flash the firmware, GingerBread firmware. So first of all, hit on this PDF button here and select, navigate to the folder where you have downloaded all files, and under all files I have to select this particular file name here, code_GT i9070 and tar.md5. This particular file here, code that starts with CODE code. Now I have to select this under PDA, and under CSC I have to select CSC_GTI9070, this particular file. And I have to hit on this particular PTT button here, and under PTT I have to select this particular file EUR_xx_8g.pit, and then select open. So all these three fields should be filled now, as you can see in this video. Now before we proceed ahead, let me just tell you that by following this tutorial you have to format your phone. Your phone will be repartitioned, everything on your device will be wiped completely, and make sure repartition, auto reboot and F reset time, all these three options right here are checked. Now we are going to start this process by hitting on the start button. So before following this tutorial, make sure you have backed up your contacts, important messages or whatever you want on your phone, because this process, this tutorial will completely factory reset your device, will delete all the contents that is stored on your device. Now, and after doing this, I have already started this tutorial. Now after doing this, since I have this Samsung Galaxy S Advance 16GB version, so after following this particular flashing method, my internal storage will be limited to 4GB, 4 or 8GB, something like that, because we have used a 8GB PTT file here, not the 16GB. So we will see how we can restore our internal storage back to the original 16GB. But for now, if you are following this video, do not panic if your internal storage space gets reduced. And if you have just the 8GB version, you do not need to follow the part of the tutorial where we restore our device back to the 16GB. So I am doing this particular video on the request of many of my readers who were unable to figure out how to restore their internal storage back by downgrading onto the GB, that is GingerBread OS. So let's wait and see how it all goes, because I am also doing this for the first time in this video. Now as you can see, we are almost done. You can see there we have the message pass in Odin, which means that the flashing process has successfully passed, it has successfully completed. Now as you can see, Galaxy S Advance phone is now rebooting. automatically rebooting. I have not yet disconnected the phone from my computer. The phone is again rebooting, so no need to panic if you see something like this happening on your side. Now as you can see, we are back to GingerBread, and here this is the startup wizard here. So let's go ahead, touch the Android to begin. Let's skip this setup, let's hit next. I'm skipping all this setup because I have to flash my phone again, and I need to actually. Now we are back on the Android 2.3. Let's go to setting and then to about section, and as you can see here, Android version 2.3.6. here we have the best variant version. Here we have the build number gingerbread.dxld1. so we are back onto GingerBread successfully. No more lagging or anything of such sort. You can actually enjoy your full HD videos, YouTube videos without any sort of error. Everything seems great for now. But let's look at the task manager, and here you can see under RAM, our RAM is reduced back to 555 MB, but our RAM consumption has also reduced. On JellyBean, RAM consumption is usually high. Now on the storage, you can see this is where things get little tricky or little undesired. Since this phone was particularly 16 GB model, and now we just have the USB storage limited to 3.91 GB, that is 4 GB, and the internal storage is limited to 2 GB. That means that this phone is now converted to 8 GB model. So this is pretty hilarious. So we will see how we can get back to the 16 GB. We can reclaim 16 GB storage space on this phone. So to do that, let's try format option. So this is not successful. Again, after formatting, we are getting 3.92, that is the total space. Again, we are not getting 4 GB of the 16 GB of our internal storage. So since I am an Indian, I have to flash this phone with the latest Android 2.3.6 GingerBread firmware of my country, India. So now let's get back to Odin, our computer and flashing tutorial. So for this, let's switch off this device again. So what we did here is that we launched Odin version 1.85, and we again connected our phone into the download mode, and then we just selected the official GingerBread firmware of our country, that is India, here in the PDF field, and under PTT we selected the 16 GB PTT file for reclaiming our internal storage space, and then we just hit on the start button, and we just make sure that repartition option is again checked here in this case. Now this second part of this tutorial also works with Odin version 1.85 and not with the Odin version 3.07. If you try this second part of this tutorial via Odin version, another Odin version, that is version 3.07, you will fail, because after few trials myself, finally I am able to do this particular, follow this particular method. Now let's see if our downgrading and our reclaiming of the internal storage space has been successful or not. By going to storage options, again it's limited just to 3.92 GB. So let's try formatting here. Wow, now we are back to our 11.31 GB, 11.31 GB. That means we are back to our 16 GB of internal storage space. This one here is 11.31 and this one here is 1.90. That is approximately 12 and 2, 14 GB, and you don't get complete 16 GB. So we are back to our 16 GB internal storage space. You can check it in task manager as well. As you can see, we have the system storage of 2 GB and we have the USB storage of 11.31 GB. That means our phone, we have reclaimed our internal storage space using following this tutorial, and we are now back on the Android 2.3.6. so this was the video tutorial on how to get back to Android 2.3.6. whether you own 8 GB Galaxy S Advanced model or you own a 16 GB Galaxy S Advanced model. For 16 GB users, we need to follow this tutorial in 2 parts so that we can reclaim our 16 GB internal storage space. Otherwise our internal storage space is shrink to just 8 GB. So thank you for watching this video. For more videos, do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, because we keep bringing you exciting, fantastic video tutorials for your Android phones and tablets from time to time.